We're heading up to Sentinel Peak, where it is so hot that like things don't grow here. You see this? This place is barren. That's right, guys. It's 108 degrees here in sunny Arizona, where it's sunny every day. I'm trying to find the hottest place on earth to review this cooler, and I think I found it right here in Tucson. This place is crazy. We're gonna put this Ryobi cooler to the extreme test here in Arizona. It's 108 degrees right now. It is burning up. So here we are at the top of Sentinel Peak. It is a gorgeous view today here in sunny Arizona. To give you guys an idea how hot it is out here, the ground is 144 degrees, almost 145 degrees. What we're gonna do is I got a 20-pound bag of ice and some sodas, and I'm gonna put this thing in the car with me and see how cool it can keep the car. First thing is we're gonna let the car sit there for a little while and heat up, and then we're gonna turn on the air conditioner feature of this Ryobi cooler and see how well it cools that car down in 108 degree Arizona. Woo! Look at that view. Beautiful. So here's your cooler, Ryobi One Cooling Cooler. There's a little vent on the side. Now notice this one is broken. This is the only one they had at Home Depot. The top was all scratched up and this vent was broken. So I got an extra 10% discount on this one in store. But I don't think that those little vents are gonna affect the actual cooling efficiency of this cooler. The side opens up and you get a little battery charger, and this particular one was missing the battery. So I have a Ryobi One battery that I'm gonna use. In the other side is where you place your Ryobi battery, right there. Then it closes up in this case. Here's the on-off button, 2 places for drinks, and then it opens up right here. You have a big chamber. There's a drain port in the bottom corner with a plug over here. And then there's a little tower here to keep it, I guess, from sucking ice directly up into the pump and the fan that blows out of the vent. Just notice something. If you come up from the back here and you grab, thinking you're gonna open the cooler, your fingers go right into those vents. So that's probably how they broke. Someone bought this before me and they tried to open it by grabbing here. You need to grab below that. That's probably a bad place for the air conditioner vent to be, because that's the natural place you want to grab this thing to open it. And you'll just break these little tabs right off. We got a 20-pound bag of ice here. We'll see how much room that takes up inside this cooler. All right, so a 20-pound bag, filled it up almost halfway. So you got plenty of room in there for your drinks. Close the lid. Battery goes right here, snaps in. Shut the top. Now I should just be able to push this button here, and there it goes. Now the air feels a little cooler, but really not that cold right now. It's like 95 degree air right now. It's so hot out here right now, even the cactuses are drying out. Look at that thing. Woo! All right, it's blowing about 82 degrees now out of the vent. That's pretty good. It's been going for about 10 minutes now. All right, so the plan is we're gonna put this thing in the car after the car gets nice and hot. And then we're gonna try it first with just ice in the cooler and see what temperature we can get the car down to. After that, we're gonna dump a couple gallons of water in there and see if the water helps bring the temperature down even more. This is worst case scenario, so we're putting this thing to an extreme test. 143 degrees. Woohoo! All right, I think it's time to turn on the Ryobi. I don't know if I can take it much longer. Oh, it feels better already. Seriously, the air coming out of there is 94 degrees. Let's give it a few minutes. All right, so now it's blowing like 69 degree air out of the cooler. That's pretty good. I can feel the difference in here already. I can already tell the difference. It's bearable in here. This thing's only been on for about 5 minutes or so. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little while longer before we put the water in it and check the temperature in here. I guess what we really need to be measuring the temperature of is me, right? And right now I am like 92 degrees. It's kind of hot. All right, looks like the air coming out of here is about 62 degrees right now. That's about as cold as it's gonna get. I'm gonna dump a couple gallons of water in here, see if it gets a little cooler with ice and water mixture. Now we have a mixture of ice and water. Let's see if it increases the cooling power of this Ryobi One Cooling Cooler. 77 degrees. That's weird. It got worse. That doesn't make any sense. When I put the water in there, it got worse for some reason. It seemed to perform better with just ice. Now I put ice and water in there, now I'm getting 80 degrees. It's getting hotter. I don't understand. Starting to sweat in here again. It's definitely keeping it from being 140 degrees in here. The Ryobi cooler is no match for this crazy Arizona heat. Woo! It's been going for like 20 minutes now, and I don't think it's getting any cooler in here. The inside of the car is down to about 100, 101 degrees. I mean, if you can stand that, it's hotter than that outside, so I guess it is cooling a little bit, but still, it's not making it air conditioned in here, that's for sure. If you were out camping somewhere and you had a tent and some access to ice, this might be a great thing to knock, you know, 10, 15 degrees off the temperature inside your tent. But other than that, it's not really air conditioning. It just runs some air over the top of some ice cubes and then blows it your way. Woo! I just opened the door and a breeze came in here and it must have dropped 20 degrees. It feels amazing. Oh, just gonna soak it in. I think it's time for a little modern technology. Whoever invented the air conditioner, thank you. The AC blowing out of these vents is 100 times better than what's blown out of that Ryobi cooler. All right, that's our review of the Ryobi Cooling Cooler. It may not keep you cool, but it'll keep you alive. That should be their new ad campaign. I'm gonna put a link to this below if you wanna get one for yourself. But personally, it's kinda gimmicky, I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for tuning into this review. If you wanna see more, hit one of these videos right here. Also, hit that subscribe button right there, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon down there so you can see what we open next, right here on Unbox Warehouse.